Okay, so I keep on saying on YouTube how recruiters are liars, and I kind of disagree with that, so I wanted to do a video response. Um, what my recruiter told me, everything was true. He did leave out some things, but then again, they changed boot camp so often. When I was and I was in the Navy boot camp, um, they, week 5, which is normally where you work with the food in the kitchen, that's when you wear your sneakers, your tennis shoes. And after that, so many people were getting hurt that they made it tennis shoe boot camp. So I think it was right after I graduated, everybody was in their tennis shoes 24/7. Nobody wore boots for anything, I don't think, unless it was an inspection. And after I'd been in for about a year, I mentioned to somebody who had just gotten to the boat, how is tennis shoe camp? And they're like, what? I guess they had just changed it back to boots. So things are constantly changing. So if they don't tell you something, chances are they didn't know, or it recently changed. So all you can go off of is, as a recruiter, what they used to say. I'm not a recruiter. I'm just saying that I don't think that they're all liars, and I don't think they like purposely tell people things, lying. Although I did think that my first recruiter, I thought that he did lie, like, oh yeah, you get ice cream and brownies and all this wonderful stuff in boot camp, and it's a really good food. And I actually stopped talking to that recruiter because I thought he was filling me full of BS. And then other recruiters, like, and I told him that, and he's like, oh yeah, it's mostly crap. And I got there, and it was pretty good stuff. Not the worst, not the best. A lot of people complained about the food. I only lived off of pizza. That's and fast food and frozen food. I'd never had like real food at home as a teenager. So to me, like, I really enjoyed it because the grease was getting to me, and I just didn't like fast food. You know, you eat enough of anything and you start hating it. So so the food really wasn't that bad. And in my experience, none of the recruiters actually lied. Like, the things that I thought they might have been lying about is how you can change your rate when you're in. Week 4, you can change your rate. It's true, there's not a lot to choose from, especially for females, because females only take up about, when I was in, it was 10% of the Navy. And now I think it's 20 or 21%, something like that. It changed right after I went in, I believe. So it's a little bit more difficult for women, but if you're a guy, it's really easy to change. So that's something to think about. I'm trying to think of other things that seemed like lies. Boot camp, it was hard, but it was worth it. I'm glad that I did it. Now that I'm out, I'm using my GI Bill. I get $1,500 a month. I don't have to pay for classes. There's a lot of benefits. When I lost my job after I got out, I didn't have medical. I got to go to the VA, and they helped me out with everything. So there are a lot of benefits out there. And then when you're in, it's pretty nice, because if you're overseas, you get paid more. If you're not overseas, you still don't have to pay for rent. I mean, you can go out and get your own place if you want, but if you live on the boat, which isn't too horrible, you don't pay anything. So you save up a lot, as long as you're not a big spender and you need like the biggest, nicest car, that sort of thing. So please subscribe, and I just want to say that I really think that recruiters aren't that evil. I mean, there's probably some out there, and there's probably some really good ones too, but mostly in the middle, they don't tell you everything. But like I said, I'm really glad that I joined. There was nothing big. They don't touch you when you go to boot camp. For training purposes, they can put your hands on the weapon, or to show you how to work out, they can put they can move your arms around, that sort of thing. If you're wearing your hat crooked, they can take it off and tell you how to put it on correctly. But other than that, there's no touching. And I don't know I don't think they've ever gotten in my face and screamed, even though I've done stupid things. I was 17 when I first went in. So, when I say this, like, oh, my recruiter's a liar, don't join, whatever you do. I think when you just first get through it, it's kind of sucks because there's so many new things thrown at you, and you're around people you're not used to being around. The New Yorkers thought it was weird being around a Californian and having to listen to our accent, that sort of thing. It was kind of crazy. So it's not that bad. I hope that you listen to your recruiter, and if you ask somebody on YouTube, there's anybody that's been in, or any of your friends, they'll be honest with you and tell you the truth. Although I guess some recruiters really put a sour taste in people's mouths when they lie or forget to tell you about something. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.